Hello friends, I'm Chi. Yeah, today I'll be talking about what Salvini always in the news. Okay, all right, and also about your sanatoria. Things about it you would like to know. Also, Carta the soggiorno. When should you apply? When actually is the 5 years completing. These are the things you'll be hearing here, and also some little things about Africa. Yeah, if you're here for the first time, why don't you subscribe? Because here you get informations like this to keep you informed daily. Okay, just subscribe, it's free. Okay, thank you to my friends, my subscribers. Remember to share to your friends on WhatsApp, Facebook, yes, so that they know what's up too. Thank you very much. All right, moving straight. They all fooled us, man. Especially the Nigerians, they were all fooled, man, because they told them that the SARS guys, that is the Special Anti-Robbery Squad guys, they have been banned from operating, in the patrol, roadblocks, and checking those people's vehicles, stop and search thing. They have been banned from doing those things. But little did we know that all is just scam, man. Just Saturday and Sundays back, what did they do? They killed another guy. In fact, in Kano, in some states in Nigeria, they killed people, man. If you see this video of this guy, how they dragged two of them out, they shot this guy, bullets perforated his body, man. This guy just died like that. So it's a pity. One thing I'll say is this: it's not just enough to say ban these guys, because when you ban them, they are still in the system. The same police, they are still in the system. So nothing changed. The same brutal way they brutalize people, like animals. This is why the Western world sees us like we don't like each other, we don't love each other. There's no love in Africa. We hate each other. How can you imagine a police officer who is there to save you is now killing you, maltreating you like in fact, man, the treatment is very degrading, man. So instead of just banning them, why don't you just sack all of them and inject new people into the force, man? New graduates, graduates, guys who are polite, man. Not just recruiting people from secondary school, primary school, even touts in the street to make them police officers. What do you expect? Who are already corrupted by these politicians. They are going for these Yahoo guys, but the politicians are the bigger Yahoo guys, man. Look at Hush Puppy. He was arrested, but was he maltreated? Was he shot? No. Rather, they took him to court, to face justice. So this is what I expect how they should, perform professionally, not just by wasting people's life just like chicken. So another thing is this, police officers, they should make it a law that, okay, when they kill someone, the police force have to pay a fine, at least about 500 million we do. What do you think? It will be okay as compensation to the families. And also people, citizens, please, when they stop you on the road trying to ask you questions or whatever, don't try to show them that you can speak good English, or try to show them that you're more educated than them, or they are illiterate, start insulting them, arguing with them. No, just behave politely to them. Tell them whatever they want to know. Give them whatever they want. Allow them to search whatever they want to search. And you see, they will like you more. In that way, you see them smiling with you. They will let you go freely. But when you try to oppose them, challenge them, that is when they get angry, because these guys are already bloodthirsty. Trigger happy men, man. Trigger happy men. So at any given chance, they shoot, man. And your life is gone. So which one is better? Just obey them politely. Cooperate. All right. Moving straight. For those of you who apply for senatorial, you'll be wondering, why is it delaying? They've not called me. What's the problem? Actually, it goes like this. When you apply, remember, it is subject to verification, which means that they have to verify all the documents you have brought to them, the contract, everything, even about your couple, whether he has the required income to do that for you. So which means that at the end of the day, two things can happen. They can reject it, they can approve it. You know how I mean? Even if they reject it, it doesn't mean that it's over for you. What they mean is that maybe some documents are missing, some requirements are not there. So all you have to do is to go with your couple or to the place where you applied it, whether to the CAF or to your lawyer where you applied it, Then you go there, with the speed, that is the digital, whatever they call it, that speed code, They can use it to assess it and check where they got everything wrong, okay? So the correction can be made and resubmitted again. So that is what you should know. And remember that priority are given to those who applied earlier, the first month, June, July, August. Those who applied earlier in June, those categories of people who applied earlier, they are the one that their cases will be treated first, Those are the people Questura could call, or the Prefectura or IMS could send the tax form and the code to their couple to go and pay the tax, and then get the appointment letter to go to Questura. So those categories are the first, then followed by, gradually like that. So it depends on which number is your form in. Are you number 200,000 or 300,000? So who knows? But just stay calm. At the end of the day, everybody will be called. All these things, they are taking it gradually, just to make sure that they follow the right process to verify everybody, okay? So remember, time to time, you can still go and check the process, how it's going online. through the using the speed code, or you go to where you applied it and tell them you want to check the process. They can help you verify it and check whether if anything is wrong or not, something like that. All right, proceeding to Carta Soggiorno. According to a lawyer, a renowned lawyer, people are wondering, okay, when is my 5 years? Is it based on my residence or the C3 form? Actually, the lawyer said it is based on your C3 form. The very day you apply for the C3 form, that's the day it starts counting your 5 years, okay? Though questuras are different, my questura could be different from yours, the way they treat issues could be different. So that's why I advise that it is better that whenever you want to renew such or convert such documents, to Carta or work autonomous, sometimes it's best to use a lawyer, because with a lawyer, you are more guided. They help to get this thing so easily. So when going for Carta, please, you can use a lawyer and you get it sharp, sharp. Also, the lawyer said that it doesn't matter whether you are working at the present time before applying. Maybe you worked 2 years back or 3 years back, down the line. You can use those code booster paga to apply for your Carta, Never mind whether you never work in the present year, okay? Also, remember one trickish thing people do now to get this thing done sharp, sharp. Let's say next year they're about to get their Carta. They will go and convert their document to autonomous. Autonomous in the sense that they now pay higher tax, just to meet up the 9,800, something above that level, 9,800 benchmark, annual income, or the code is high as that, So when the code is as high as that, they can now go and apply for Carta, and sharp, sharp, they get it. Just within that 1 year of them converting it to autonomous, and they pay that bigger tax. And the code is high, above 9,000, 9,800 or so. They get it. So this is what people do also. So that is it basically, so get it right, all right? So some people say, but my questioner always asks me for my residence certificate. No problem, because I said your region is different, okay? So some questioner will say, we still need your residence certificate to check how many years you have spent in that commune or the region, So, well, be that as it may be. Let's leave it there. All right, moving to Salvini in the news again. Yeah, he said this is what he called the clandestine decree, the illegal migrant decree, For him, he doesn't accept this thing, man. He said, and even according to Meloni, she also criticized the choice of the government to change this, decree, the security decree Salvini did. They said Italy has been transformed to a refugee camp, refugee center, man. And they don't like it at all, They don't like it. So they said that instead of them building on the existing structure they met, like the security decree, that to tighten it more, they are busy dismantling the whole structure they have put in place, against these migrants. The security decree, they are supposed to make it more harder, more tightened. Rather, they make it, they are relaxing everything now. They are destroying it. They don't like it at all, So Salvini is saying that for him, it's a laughable thing that he doesn't even know why they're even celebrating, why we're even celebrating about all these things. Well, I don't know whether he has other plans to, to launch a return, So he said, this will return them back to the time where they are illegal migration, and also time when, the random guy in the street could just be giving documents, and those who just disembark from the ship, in their thousands will just be offered documents. But I don't think so, because there are already structures in place. People go for commission, interviews like that, and there are judges there, people to determine who is more qualified and who is not qualified. But remember, we are not really the problem. Like I always said, we're not really the problem. Salvini should put more energy, talking to the European Union, so that they know how to fight corruption in these African countries, where their leaders are corrupt, so to see how they can, punish them, whether through their children or stopping them to coming abroad, or stopping them to getting property or keeping their money here. When you frustrate them, they'll be forced to get their country right. Because if the country is not right, the people will keep coming. The people will keep coming, though pity to those who are dying in the sea. You check it, you that is coming down in the sea. Does it worth it after risking your life? You die in the sea, spending money to come sell properties. So Salvini should spend time talking to them to see how they can transform Africa, by making laws against these corrupt men. So think of it. Who is benefiting more in this migration thing? The migrants in Europe. Before the coming of the migrants, most of them too don't even have jobs. These people who work in the camps, in the SPRA, those officials, those people who call them capos, this thing gave them job. A lot of them got job through this means, and they are eating more from the migrants too. whether I like it or not, they are making more money than the migrants. Out of 45 euros, some people just get €2 a day. Some kinds they give just 45 euros, 75 euro, 100. So we are not the one making the money. They are the one making bulk of the money. Even the lawyers too, who are there sucking the people dry. Whenever they get negative, the lawyers are demanding for 1,000, 1,500, 800, such huge money. And when they finish with you, they throw it to the next person to suck you dry, to the next person to suck you dry. It goes on and on till you are tired and you are kind of worn out and you don't have money to finance yourself anymore. Then you are stuck. So they are the ones sucking the migrants. In any way you look at it, is it in the work, in the farm? Look at the hard labors they do in the farm, in the cold, in the sun. The summertime, they are working in the sun. The food they eat are being done by these migrants too. They're working in the farm, harvesting these things, and they are now seeing the food to eat. Who do they think that is doing those jobs, those dirty jobs too? In the factory, carrying heavy loads, heavy things. So sometimes you even pity them, because how much are they even paid in the first place, the migrants? Sometimes in the contract you see they wrote like 2 hours or 5 hours, but they work more than that. They spend more time, sometimes 10 hours, 12 hours working, and they just get paid little. But they don't know about all these things, because we migrants, we look at it like, okay, we don't have choice. Some people say, okay, who brought us here? Who forced us to come? Well, I know that nobody forced us to come. We brought ourselves, but at least the blame should not be put on us. All these are politics, because their road is done, there's security, there's light, everything is almost working in their country. So the migrants are the talk of the day, the business they have, Look at it, anyhow you look at it, every time they talk about migrants, so this is the politics. We are the politics for them. Without the migrants, I don't think they can play politics easily like that anymore. So Salvini should not worry, these structures are there. It's just for them to make use of the structures very well. I don't know whether it's going to launch a comeback or how it's going to do it. And I also hope that this law they said they have cancelled, let it not be that the one they are bringing in will be more trickish and crazy, more than even the Salvini own. Because looking at it, Salvini made it to get the Italian passport was 4 years. Salvini changed it to 4 years, from 2 years to 4 years. Now they said they are offering 3 years. Now, who knows whether they will be telling us to renew documents? We don't know the conditions. So until we see the conditions, then we'll know which is better. But looking at it, 3 years, 4 years, there's no much difference. All right. I would also like you to tell me your reaction, your thoughts on all these things playing in Italy. You have been hearing so far, all these things about Salvini, their politics with migrants, blaming on the migrants that we are the cause of their country's problem. I don't think so. We're not a problem. They should fix their laws, laws on their economy, All right. I remain yours truly. Remember the join button over there is my channel membership. You can join me just to support what I'm doing. All right. Remember to share to your friends on WhatsApp, Facebook. Come on now. Just show me love. Just look by liking this video. That's the best you can do for Chi. Yeah. All right. I see you there smiling. Yeah. One love to you. Okay. All right. Remember to subscribe and please press that bell for more notification anytime, any day. I'm out. Ciao.